You're walking through a crowded train station when the technical requirements for a new application finally click into place. You pull out your phone and start typing, trying to document the architecture before the distractions of the commute take over. Usually, this idea would stall out. By the time you sit down at your office desk, you still have to set up local environments, provision repositories, and configure a development workspace. The sheer friction of those first steps often kills the momentum of the original thought. To maintain that pace, the delay between having a concept and interacting with the baseline build needs to be as short as possible. The new Google AI Studio mobile app is designed for this exact window. It allows you to log the details of your initial build right from your phone while you are still on the move. When you finally reach the office and open your laptop, you aren't staring at a blank page. AI Studio has already processed your mobile inputs and generated a functional, working prototype that is waiting for you on your desktop. The transition from the train station to the office is now a direct handoff of code and context, letting you start working on the logic immediately. Now that you have this raw prototype on your desktop, it needs actual data to become a useful piece of software. You don't need to build a complex backend from scratch. Google Workspace is now directly accessible from within the AI Studio build environment. Data streams from your Sheets and Drive folders pipe directly into the backend structure, becoming the live nervous system. Then, the generic interface wraps into a mobile phone framework. The data streams stay intact as the prototype converts into a native Android app. You trigger this change by selecting Build an Android app directly in the Build tab. From there, you use natural language prompting to quickly adjust and iterate on the newly formed mobile layout. You've wired up a live data pipeline and generated a native mobile architecture in seconds, all within the primary AI Studio interface. At this stage, development usually slows down. You would normally have to stop coding to hunt down external placeholder assets or wrestle with UI mockups in a separate program. Instead, the integrated AI Studio build agent uses Nano Banana to generate custom images on the fly, tailoring them specifically to your app's context. Look at this interface mockup. Using the new Edit tool, you can draw directly on the app, sketching out UI boundaries and adding text annotations to tweak components. Those edits trigger the immediate generation of finished custom visuals to replace blank placeholders. With the design polished, you can verify it immediately. You can preview the build through a browser-based Android emulator, or push it to physical hardware using the Android Debug Bridge, or ADB, to interact with it in your hands. In one continuous workflow, the application is visually customized and functionally validated, bypassing external design software and third-party testing suites. A verified application still doesn't serve anyone if it remains trapped in a development environment. It needs a path to actual users. To remove the usual friction of launching, AI Studio now integrates directly with the Google Play console. Once you connect your developer account, a single click publishes your Android app directly to Google Play's internal test track. To address hosting barriers, your first 2 deployed apps run on Google Cloud at zero cost, without requiring a credit card. When you need to bring in your wider team and scale the project, you can use Google Anti-Gravity. This flow graphic shows how the export works. A single packed container downloads to a local node, pulling your project files, secure secrets, and complete conversation history out of the cloud. From there, it branches outward to your team's local machines, so everyone can pick up exactly where you left off. These integrations convert the path from a passing thought on a train into a deployed, scalable application within a single connected workflow.